Hey guys, Malika here from Malika Semper Astrology, and this is an intense week. It's especially an intense week for the fixed signs. And so let's get into it. We are approaching our new moon. The new moon is going to be in Scorpio, so it is a new moon week, which is just a quieter, more internal, more reflective sort of essence this week. So the sky will have a lot of Scorpio in it. The sun will be in Scorpio, the moon will be in Scorpio. And when the sun and moon meet up, that creates this new moon for us down here on Earth at 28 degrees of Scorpio. So note that. It'll be coming in November 19th for those of us on in Pacific time at 10:46 p.m. November 20th for East Coast time at 1:46 a.m. So it just depends where you are in the world when she peaks at that newness. Besides that, having all the Scorpio in the heavens, I'm looking at the chart here on my own screen. We have this beautiful grand trine in water. And what that means simply is that there is a beautiful geometric configuration in the heavens that creates an exact triangle, and the planets are all landing in the water sign. So a water grand trine creates a week that is quite sensitive, tender, emotional, deeply intuitive. We just have this ability to really get these gut instincts. And so I want to also say that when you get those gut instincts, I don't want you to self-doubt. I don't want you to second guess. I want you to grab those and know that they are true and real for you. Because there is such sensitivity in the heavens that we feel down here on Earth, our intuition cannot lead us astray. So grabbing onto that core of your inner knowing is going to be really important. And then just this very deep Scorpio in the sky, um, it's asking us to really get into the nooks and crannies and crevices of the areas of our life that we could try to keep hidden, that we could try to stuff down or bury, the things that feel very deep, very intense, very passionate, very heavy sometimes can certainly come up to the surface this week to be looked at, to be sat with, ultimately to be healed. That's always Scorpio's highest intention is to take the thing, sit in it, very much in it, and then do the healing process that comes from paying attention to it, to the healing process that comes from looking the boogeyman in the eye, the wound, the fear, whatever is surfacing, right? So it is a quieter week where we can feel quite moody. We can feel quite sensitive to any loud external stimulus, a lot of people, big crowds. We sort of want to come back home to ourselves with this Grand Trine in water, with that Scorpio new moon essence. And there is such wisdom to be found in the dark. There is such wisdom to be found in the stillness of things. It could be a week of letting go. That's also Scorpio's intention is to see what we're clinging onto for fear of letting go of control. So control things, control issues, power dynamics could come to the surface today just to be looked at. And the letting go of what isn't good for us anymore, but that we are holding on to out of fear. So there can be a lot of lessons around letting go this week coming in. And we're just really facing the things that have such meaning, but that we sometimes put on the back burner because we don't have time to deal with them, or they're too heavy to deal with, or they're too emotional to deal with. We could be looking grief in the eye. We can be looking, death and rebirth in the eye, um, transformation, transcendence, all of those things. Really looking at what we don't bring up in light dinner conversation could all be part of the topics we speak to this particular week, and the topics that we want to be speaking to, because that is the cosmic weather right now. And when we go with the cosmic weather, we are more in flow and alignment, and our life just runs a little smoother, right? So it's a beautiful opportunity to get really deep and to look at those more meaningful things, and remembering that we are also here to glean wisdom from that heavy stuff. We're here to bring light to the dark and really like illuminate the shadows and see what they have to offer too, so that it's, this being human is not always rainbows and sunshine and puppy dogs as much as we want it to be. So this can be an intense week, a heavy week, but it can be ultimately healing. There can be such beauty found in that depth and going inward and finding your own stillness and healing. This is really going to affect those that have a later degree planet, personal planet, sun, moon, rising sign, late degree Scorpio, late degree Taurus, late degree Leo, and late degree Aquarius. I would say between 25 degrees to 0 degrees of the next sign. Those fixed signs, right? This weather, this cosmic weather will really be especially meaningful and like right in your face or right in the forefront for those fixed signs. Okay. So, invitation to go deep, find the wisdom there within, bring light to that darkness, and really feed yourself the nurturing that can come from stillness. All right, you guys, enjoy this week, and I will be back next week. Thanks for watching.